Right, Ollie, where to start, mate? Where to start? What was that feeling like when you ran on the pitch at Twickenham on the weekend?
Um, yeah, it was definitely the most surreal sort of out of body experience I've had in my life, easily. Yeah, running out before the national anthems started and all the fireworks were going, and there was like 85,000 people there, and it was nuts. And then yeah, I just sort of had my whole body started like tingling and stuff. It was really weird experience for me. I never really experienced anything like it. I think my whole body was just in sort of shock a little bit that I was at that actually in that moment. Yeah, and then once the national anthem started and stuff, it was another pretty emotional time for me because I was just I don't know. My parents were directly opposite me in the crowd where I was, so I kind of was like singing, and then I looked at eyes with them, and they were like so proud and stuff, and I just started crying. Middle of the anthem and stuff on national TV. It is what it is, but yeah, it was just a crazy experience. It was such a it was I spoke to some people. It was such a fast, like quick experience that it happened so fast, but at the same time, it also happened really slowly because it's something that I've been working towards for such a long time and been dreaming of and just chipping away over years and years and years and years and years and hoping that it would happen one day. Then for it to actually all that those years and years and years of hard work to manifest so quickly at the end into getting a cap at Twickenham in front of so many people, it was just like it was the best experience of my life. It was wild.
I saw a few photos of you hugging with your dad post game. What did he say
Yeah.
in that moment?
He just yeah, he was blubbering then. He was crying then, and then I was the level-headed one. He was just saying he was proud of me and that it was just couldn't believe it was happening and stuff. Yeah, it was special. It was such a special moment for not just me, but for my parents and my family. Like they've they've sacrificed a lot as along with me to get me to this point in my career. Like my parents put in so much work when I was younger to kind of keep this dream alive for me, drove me to training and fed me and made sure that I was had everything that I needed to be in a position to be the best rugby player that I could. So it was as much an accomplishment for me as it was for them. And I could just see how much it meant to them as soon as I told them. And then when they flew over and I saw them the morning of the game, they were just like brimming with excitement. And then to see them after the game and during the national anthem and stuff, and yeah, it was just such a special day and week in general for me and my family. That yeah, I don't think it gets much better.
And talk to me about the reaction on social media. You've been getting a lot of support from the London Irish supporters, from people
Yeah,
all over the world, really. What's that been like?
yeah, it's been a bit strange. I know I'm quite a like intrinsic sort of insular guy. I don't like to be out in the public too much and that sort of stuff. So it was unbelievably nice, honestly. I think no word of lie, I probably got over 1,000 messages from people that I know, and most of them from people that I've never met before, who have just reached out and said some like unbelievably kind stuff to me. My Instagram and Twitter DMs are just full of these messages from people all over the world, from people in Japan, there's people in Dubai, all over. People have reached out and seen the video and like saw sort of what's happened to me last week and just reached out and just offered their support and said that and congratulations and stuff. So really like amazing, humbling experience to realize that just like me getting picked for a team and showing a bit of emotion can actually have a sort of impact on people's lives, and people were like, yeah, just really resonated with it. I guess I don't know. Yeah, my phone blew up for days and days and days. Honestly, I had to when the video of me getting selected dropped. It was about 10 p.m. I think London time. And I just like closed my eyes to go to bed, and then my phone just started like vibrating. It's like non-stop. And then I like looked at it, what the hell's going on? My phone literally just exploded. So I kind of looked around at it and stuff for about half an hour, and then I was like, God, I'm gonna try and get to bed. And my phone just kept blowing up, so I had to turn my phone off and like chuck it chuck it over the other side of the room to be like, so I don't get tempted to go check the messages and stuff. So and then I replied to everyone in the morning. But yeah, it's been an unbelievable week. Um, Not just the game, but the whole sort of feeling of support and stuff that's happened to me around this. It's been yeah, it's just reaffirmed that I've got some really good people in my life, and the London Irish fans are unbelievable. me, honestly. The amount of messages I got from Irish fans and stuff, wishing me support, and a lot of them hoping that I stay fit so I can come back and be in an Irish jersey. But yeah, I've just got some amazing people in my life, and I'm really grateful for last week. It was just unbelievable.
That's so amazing to hear.
Mm.
Talk to me about the setup there with Australia. What's it like to be involved with like an international camp at the moment? Give me an insight for someone who's never been involved with it before.
It's great. It's as I said before, when I got the call initially, I didn't think that I would get any game time whatsoever. So last week was like a massive bonus for me. I really just wanted to kind of be around the environment, the coaches, and the international setup, and try and learn as much as I could and come back a better player. But the environment's great, mate. It's very like, training and stuff is very intense, and there's no messing about when you're on the field. It's very much like job to job to job. Get your stuff done. And last week I had to learn like a completely new system within like the space of like 2 days. And they kind of gave me a massive document of stuff and were like, there you go, sort your stuff out. And like, I'll see you at training on Thingo. So it was a bit, obviously I sat down with coaches and got my stuff together, but a lot of the emphasis was on me, and I got help from some other players and stuff. Because I've been in the Irish system for so long, I kind of like identified playing rugby with like the calls that we have and that sort of stuff. And the hardest thing was that they used the same words for stuff we use at Irish, but they meant different things. So I'd hear a certain word and just immediately associate it with what I've been doing for Irish for years and years and years, but it means a different thing. I'd like completely like compartmentalise my brain, have my London Irish rugby, like chuck it to the back and sort of learn the Wallaby stuff. But the environment's great, mate. Yeah, it's really, really intense when it needs to be intense at training, and then off the field is relaxed, and the boys are really good, and the meetings are engaging and stuff. And yeah, it's a cool experience to be a part of, especially because I've been in Irish for so long. It's having like even a 2 week sort of change of environment to kind of just like jog my brain and kind of get the neurons firing a bit. It's been really good.
And even though you made your first appearance for Australia, it was a huge day for you. You were still on social media saying, "Well done, boys, getting the win in Northampton."
Yeah,
You're still following the results with us then?
of course. I was actually on the bus to Twickenham. I was like refreshing Twitter because it was sort of the game had just started to make sure the boys went. And then straight up after the game, everything had died down. I checked Twitter and saw that the boys got a job done. So yeah, I'm still an Irishman. Don't you worry. Like, yeah, it's I'm still very invested in the boys straight away. I was thinking whether the boys won or not, and I thought they had a really good win. I watched the highlights this morning, and boys played some good rugby. So it's a great place to go and win at Franklin's Garden. Not easy. So yeah, proud of the fellas.
And finally, mate, are you looking forward to basically bringing back what you've learned from Australia back to the London Irish setup? I'm sure you've picked up numerous bits and bobs that will help us going forward. But are you excited for that? Obviously, you've got work to do with Australia first, but post that, are you looking forward to coming back to Irish?
Yeah, 100%. I'd already missed the environment, missed the boys and stuff. So yeah, coming back, I'm excited next week to grip in and be back in the Premiership next week, and I'll be back after this week in Wales. And yeah, I'm excited to kind of. I feel a bit rejuvenated, and I've had it hasn't been a break from rugby, obviously, in a new environment. It's kind of given me a bit of a bringing my step. It's energised me. So heading into the dark months of winter through the Premiership, where you got to kind of slog it out on a Tuesday at training and stuff, this has given me a nice little sort of energy boost going into the dark days of the season. I'm excited to rip in and hopefully be able to add a little bit more to the group in terms of experience and having a bit of knowledge now, national setup, along with all the other internationals we have in the squad already. So yeah, hoping that I can add a little bit more and rip in and put my best foot forward, and hopefully play against Quins and we do a job on that.